this is Kelly.
And Kim.
Welcome to The Skinny. So Saturday, we did not weigh in. We're going to a Weight Watchers meeting tomorrow. It's been kind of a crazy weekend again.
So we opted just to go tomorrow and go to a meeting. I'm not going to weigh in tomorrow because I want to weigh in on my weigh-in day.
Yes.
But we are going to a meeting.
So since Thanksgiving, we felt like we did pretty well on Thanksgiving. We both felt pretty good with it. And then we got a lot of steps the day after.
Yes.
For Black Friday. Lots of steps.
14,000, 15,000 steps, something like
that. It was pretty high.
Yep.
It was pretty high.
Today we tailgated and went to a Bengals game with our nephew for his 13th birthday. Our family did as a group.
It's the first time we did it. We are not cold outdoorsy girls. I like being outdoors when it's not cold.
And so it's not us.
It's not our thing.
But we got 11,000 steps, something like that. Walking a little bit, walking the stadium because we had never been to that stadium, so we had to check it out.
Yeah.
And we also had to walk from where we tailgated to the stadium, back and forth on that too.
Again, lived here all of our lives, never been to a Bengals game. I guess not a football fan, more baseball fan. Been to many baseball games.
And frankly, a lot of the football stuff, some of it's in cold weather. You just a crapshoot.
Yeah.
And I had hand warmers in. And feet warmers.
But it wasn't that cold today. It was a blessing that it was in the 50s versus the 30s. Because otherwise, we both would have been like, we're out.
Because we might get snow tomorrow.
Yeah. Really?
Yeah.
So anyway.
And of course, we had to go to a game where two Ohio teams were playing each other.
Yes.
Cincinnati and Cleveland.
Yeah.
Really, that had to be the first game we went to?
And they spanked us. They spanked us.
We did not play in a very I'm here to win manner.
I was just happy to get home in one piece, and now I feel warm. So, we were just talking about doing events like this, or Black Friday shopping. The side benefit is getting steps in, which is always great because it's more movement for you.
Yes.
And I always see, sometimes somebody will say, oh, it's like a 15-minute walk from here. Is that fine? I'm like, oh, that's great. I mean, to me,
that's not a big deal.
I'm always thrilled when I can get a significant amount of movement in a day or during an event. I always think of that as a plus. Or in the past, would you?
No. Now I'm like...
In the past, I would have been like, oh, God, I have to walk that far. Now it's like, shh, I don't care. 15,000 steps, ain't no big deal.
Yep.
Don't you feel like that?
No, yeah, it's not. I mean, I'm happy to do it. It keeps... frankly, it kept me warm. The more you move, the warmer. So there was that. So I was about that. I was okay with it.
Right.
And shopping, obviously, I'm not going to turn down shopping anytime.
So we went through Thanksgiving. We made our pumpkin pie, and we had our pumpkin pie, with the crust, which was delicious.
But I did also I had a small piece of cherry pie that my aunt made, which was delicious.
I slivered. Sliver.
And it was delicious. And I had a specific type of bar that another family member made, and it was delicious.
Yeah.
So I felt really good, and most of my plate on the second meal was mostly protein and veggies.
Brussels sprouts were a fave this year. My aunt did Brussels sprouts, and they were, I'm obsessed with them right now anyway, but they were fabulous. I'm telling you, if you've had Brussels sprouts before and you're like, oh, they tasted like dirt, I hate them, maybe they just weren't prepared correctly. I have to say, if prepared well, they are amazing.
They are really good. I do like them.
They're amazing. I love them.
Well, we're going to a restaurant for our birthday with our friends in December because it's all when we can all manage to get together. Okay. And I guess they're known for the Brussels sprouts.
They are, but there's bacon in them.
You didn't tell me that part.
Yeah. And of course, bacon does make the Brussels sprout taste fantastic.
Well, of course.
But it's not Meyer. It's not all bacon. It's just some seasoning with bacon.
So we'll just have to tweak some points to have the Brussels sprouts.
And so worth it. So worth it. Because, there's so many recipes out there. Sometimes somebody will say, it might be this year. I noticed Brussels sprouts are everywhere this year. And a lot of restaurants are making them, which is, it's almost like the year of the Brussels sprout. So don't you see that? Yeah. So sometimes it's worth it to think, or even when delicatas, which we love, it's worth it sometimes to go, okay, I'm going to Google Brussels sprout recipes, low-fat Brussels sprout recipes, Weight Watchers Brussels sprout recipes.
They even make the Brussels sprouts in the steamable bags.
They do. I know. It's a big...
It's
a thing.
I bought one out of sheer curiosity.
Yeah.
They may taste like crap, But I bought one,
We're
so
doing
I'm
it.
going to have to try them just as, and I thought, well, the worst case scenario, if they're crappy, oh well. But they were worth trying.
Well, and I've seen them like at Trader Joe's. You'll see the big stalk of them, and they're like all these Brussels sprouts on a big stalk. Well, supposedly you can roast them on a stalk.
What?
I'm like, I know, it's a thing. I'm telling you, it's the year of the Brussels sprout.
Really?
Yes. It really is, and it's I like I said, I love things like that because I think there are people like just gradually over the years I saw more Brussels sprouts and I kept thinking I need to get on that bandwagon and try that.
It was kind of like in my early 30s when I discovered pecan pie. I would never try pecan. Yeah, I did not need to know.
Didn't
I
need
mean,
to
this
know.
is not really a good example, but I'm going to give it. I would never try pecan pie because I thought, oh, there's that gelatin stuff in there. It looks disgusting.
Gross.
Then I tried it and I was like, I have gone all of these years without pecan pie.
And then I made up for those years that I didn't have pecan
I did
pie.
make up for it. Really made up for it.
Yeah.
So now, needless to say, I'm back to no longer eating pecan pie. I know. But, you get what I'm saying.
Yes.
Sometimes there's just things you don't try till later in life, and you're like, why didn't I try this sooner?
Yes, well, delicata squash is one of those things too. It's like this whole trying new things. Now, I think the holidays are a great time to try new recipes because sometimes you're taking I'm going to take Brussels sprouts to Christmas Eve dinner. It's trying new things and new recipes, and you can try them out on a bunch of people.
That's
or
true.
you can try them out at a home before.
But sometimes trying something that's a little, maybe not the healthiest thing is maybe it's not a dish that you really love, but you don't make it at home because if you do, you'll eat it and it's higher in calories.
Yeah.
So sometimes when you're going somewhere for a holiday and there's something you truly, truly love, that's almost the time to make it. Take it and
have
so
a
you
small
get a small
portion of it.
amount. I think
True.
there's two ways to look at that.
For sure. Because
It's a way you're not eating all of
It's
it.
a way to try new things like Brussels sprouts, and it's a way to
try
have things
old
that you
things.
love, but in a smaller amount.
Because you're sharing it and
It's
it's leaving your house.
True.
So
For instance, the pecan pie.
Well, no, I still enjoy the pecan pie. I don't need to remember the lovely, luscious taste of the
I think the
pecan
pecan pie is just one that I don't know that I could take it somewhere and limit myself, and that's
I
why I
couldn't.
probably wouldn't do it.
I
It's a
couldn't.
red light.
Yeah, pecan pie not happening.
light.
Because once I don't need to know
so
anymore.
good.
I can just forget that I ever loved it. I forget that I ever knew you.
It's exactly. It's a very black and white with you on that front.
Oh, on the pie, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, was it 38 points or something like that for a slice of pecan pie, or 32 points, something like
insane.
that? It's really super high.
It is super high.
And yeah, they say you can lighten it, but frankly, I don't think you're lightening it enough.
Yeah.
Not enough
It's
to make
pure
it worth
sugar.
it for me. So, nah.
But I have to say, I think, I felt satisfied
I did.
coming
Me
away
too.
from Thanksgiving with, I felt like I had what I wanted to have, and I didn't go into excess. More excess than I would do on a daily basis for sure.
Oh, sure.
On plan. But nothing compared to what in the past, like Thanksgivings that I would have done before Weight Watchers. Not even close.
And I have to say, in our my dad's side of the family, the rolls are certain. We talked about this in one video before, many Thanksgivings ago, maybe last Thanksgiving or Thanksgiving before. There are certain rolls that have to be present. They were the brown and servants my grandmother always had, and my nephew is always in charge of bringing them. And last year he brought like 8 packs, and he got
slapped around for
yes
that.
because they ran out. I mean, and granted,
out.
my family's maybe 15, 17 people.
20 and something.
Maybe
Just
depends on who shows up.
Yeah.
Literally, we had 3 packs left. They had 10, and there was 3 packs left.
Shocker.
Shocker among shocker.
Big shocker. And I'm like,
Although they may have cleaned them out before because we left early.
we did.
So who knows?
It probably got baked and we're gone.
Who knows?
Yeah.
So needless to say, the rolls were the biggest.
Yeah.
Oddly enough.
So here we are, like, okay, we got one of the bigger holidays under our belts. We're past it. We're big time on plan. We're tracking carefully. We're really being strict.
We do have something coming up before Christmas. I have really one food event coming up before Christmas Eve that is going to be an issue.
Well, for example, like for tailgating today, what we did is we took our
was
turkey
easy.
hot dogs. They threw them on the grill. I took my own buns. I had a hot dog, turkey hot dog, and I brought my own Quest chips.
Easy.
And I brought an apple, and I brought a 1 point pretzel, and that was my day.
Because we were there from 9 to like 3:34.
It was a
so
long day.
It was really not a big deal.
So we were prepared.
Yes.
But so again, knowing what's on our calendar for December, Kim knows what she has. I know what I have, and I know I'm watching
my work
those
thing
things
is
and
easy.
planning.
My work thing is easy.
Mine too.
I'll order off menu, and I know what the restaurant is.
I know what ours is. It's
Easy.
I know there's turkey, and I know there's a lot of sides, but a lot of the sides there's multiple veggies because we have vegetarians.
Yeah.
And we want to make
Yeah.
sure they have enough sides.
Okay.
So I know I'm gonna have a lot of veggie options.
So for us, that leaves. We've talked about this before last year. Wrap Fest.
yeah.
Wrap Fest is one of our.
It's Wrap Fest should be Food Fest.
Yeah, that's what it really should be called. And I think we're in year number 7,
Although,
8.
don't you think each year we kind of get better and lighter to some degree
We
and
do.
less food?
We
Don't
do.
you think?
Yes.
I think we do.
I think we've learned to rein it in over the years as a group.
Yeah.
But there are, we do say that's the day that we're not going to beat ourselves up about what we do.
No.
And I don't. I
No.
refuse to.
But I would say compared to first Wrap Fest that we ever had and current Wrap Fest, the food changes
Yeah.
are significant.
Well, you want to know why? Because if I eat like I ate before at a Wrap Fest,
I go into
would
a
come
diabetic
home
coma.
sick.
I don't know what would happen.
I would be sick by
Yeah.
midway through the day.
Yeah.
So we have really changed it up. I mean, we still
We have.
splurge and have certain things we don't normally, have.
Yeah.
But it's much different than it was before.
But I do find too, if you think about yourself on plan and how long, depending on how long you've been on it, and
Yeah.
even being on Weight Watchers for a certain amount of time, and then going back like to having a day like Thanksgiving or a meal,
A splurge day.
where it's a bit more than you normally would have, your body does react. Your body says, "Wait a minute," because I have to admit that evening and the next day, I wasn't quite right. I didn't feel great. And I know it was just because I ate a little more than I normally do. And then my body just was like, okay, something's not right. And I didn't feel my best. I will confess that.
But we were right. Did our Thursday did our cake for our birthday.
Yeah.
Went out for lunch.
Got a slice.
And went back, came home, had dinner on plan. Yesterday, it was on Saturday, was on plan. I mean, truly, I even had a point left over, rolled over. And today I'm on plan.
Getting back on plan after a holiday, I think it's just
Can be hard.
It can be, but here's the thing. Reset and get back on plan because you have another holiday or something else coming up. So just when you can be on, I find it helpful to be on.
We have a short window between now and Christmas, so we've got to take every opportunity
To be on plan.
We're just going to gain, and I can't afford to do that. My clothes have to fit. I mean, that's where I'm seriously. I tell myself, you've got so many weeks. Do you really want to gain 3 or 4 pounds or 5 pounds and not be able to wear your clothes?
Yeah, because I'm at the high end of my weight range and I'm not comfortable here at all.
I've been hearing it. You know what I said to her? Let me tell you what I said to her. I said, put the fork down.
She did.
I'm like, what do you want to say?
I'm definitely high into my weight range and I don't like it. I don't feel good here. My clothes are not as comfortable.
But you're in charge of the fork.
I am. So
not to be mean, but just to be realistic.
no, but you're basically saying I'm
You're in charge.
I am in charge, and
You are.
and it's up to me to make this decision and
It is.
say I'm going to do this, and that's what I do.
Yep.
So that's what I'm going to
That's what
do.
we're going to do.
So okay, we have a giveaway to do.
Yeah, all of our stuff that we
So-
shared last week.
I-
One of our favorite ones, i.e.
Oh,
Fiona, of course.
Fiona will be
She's
coming.
one of the favorite items in our giveaway.
The Pampered Chef salad jar, which I
container.
love.
The Fiona pop socket.
So we've got all this stuff.
The
and
erase your
so-
face, all kinds of fun stuff.
I gave Kim a random number, and she
She made me be
accordingly
the one that
went
had to count through it.
to pick the winner, and you get to announce who it is.
Our
then.
winner is Freedom in a Budget, which I went to her site on YouTube. Her first name is Kelly. So
you are the
congratulations,
winner.
Kelly. Obviously,
Kelly.
you'll notice that we subscribed to when we went into looked at, and we're like, oh, I don't want to just call her that. I want to find out what her name is. So it's Kelly.
Yes.
So Kelly, you have won. So you message me or I'll be messaging you to find out what your address is so I can send you your gift pack.
Oh, well, super exciting.
So
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to you, yes. So woo.
So we will see you next week. Having come off 2 meetings, well,
Yes.
one Monday and we're gonna have one Saturday. So we're coming off 2 meetings.
Sometimes having 2 meetings like that, boom, boom.
And you can, and if you don't know that, you can go to more than 1 meeting a week.
Yes.
You can choose to drop in on a, especially during the holidays, you might go, I just need a little bit more support to get me through the holidays. You can pop into another meeting and just go through. You don't have to weigh in. You can just go to sit and just, sometimes it just kind of reinforces. And that's kind of why we're like, I don't really want to miss one this weekend.
Nope.
Because we're talking getting back on track. So we're like, we'll just pop into one Monday.
That's what we're doing.
And then another one on Saturday. So I'm down with it.
Me too.
So we will see you next week.
Yep.
Later.
Later.
Bye.